step. So you're here because you're serious about English. You've probably, moved past the absolute basics.
Right.
And you get that it's not just about memorizing grammar rules. It's really about unlocking a new way of, well, being yourself, but in English.
Exactly. A transformation.
But maybe you've hit that wall, that really frustrating plateau where progress feels just so slow.
Yeah.
Or you still can't quite get that complex thought out, the one that's perfectly clear in your head in your own language.
Oh, definitely. That resonance is huge for learners.
If that sounds familiar, seriously, you're in the right place. Today, our mission isn't just like giving you a list of tips.
No.
It's to really dive deep into how you can fundamentally maybe rewire your approach to English, how those small, consistent things can lead to really big leaps.
Yeah.
Think of this as your personal toolkit to boost your confidence, sharpen skills, and actually enjoy the process.
Absolutely. Really aiming for those aha moments today.
Yeah.
Helping you connect the dots. How to truly recalibrate your learning strategy. I'll go get into everything. Mindset shifts, building habits that actually stick, using technology smartly.
Right.
And, this is crucial, making English a real living part of your everyday life. These aren't just ideas, they're practical steps you can take, like right away.
Okay, so let's unpack that starting point then. Mindset. It's foundational, right?
Right.
We hear about fixed versus growth mindset. The I'm good at languages or I'm just not idea versus the I can get better with effort. But I mean, for English learners, especially when things feel slow or mistakes are embarrassing, it feels so easy to slip back into that fixed thinking. How do we really fight that?
It's so true.
Yeah.
And the key is understanding that growth mindset isn't just an intellectual concept. It needs to be felt,
Yeah.
like deep down.
Okay.
I remember working with a student, Priya, loved English movies, absolutely loved them, but just froze up when she had to speak.
Yeah. Common story.
Totally. She was completely convinced, I'm just not good at languages. So we talked about how her brain isn't static, it's incredibly plastic. Every single time you push through a challenge in English, you're literally building new connections, rewiring pathways.
You're actually changing your brain.
Exactly. And something just clicked for her after that. She started actively hunting down her mistakes. Instead of feeling shame, she'd ask, okay, why did I get this wrong? What specifically can I learn here?
Turning it into data.
Precisely. And that reframe, seeing errors as prime learning opportunities, it completely changed her trajectory. Her confidence, her skills, everything grew.
Wow.
So for you listening, challenge that inner critic. When you mess up, don't just brush it off or feel bad. Interrogate it. Ask why. Ask how it shows you what to learn next. And also focus on process goals, not just, I want to be fluent. It's too big, too vague sometimes.
Right.
Try, I will practice speaking for 10 minutes every single day.
Yeah.
It's that consistent effort. That's where the real rewiring happens. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it, it gets stronger.
That makes so much sense. Priya's story really highlights it. But okay, for someone who has genuinely felt not good at languages for years, maybe decades, what's the absolute smallest first step to even begin challenging that deep-seated fixed mindset? It feels like a huge jump.
That is a great question. Because it can feel huge. The smallest step.
Yeah.
It's just observation.
Observation.
Yeah. When you feel that dread before speaking or that frustration after making a mistake, just notice the thought. Don't judge it, just acknowledge it. Okay, there's that feeling again. And then ask yourself, is there one tiny thing I could try differently right now? Maybe it's just rephrasing one sentence you stumbled on or looking up one word.
Okay.
It's about creating just a tiny crack in that solid belief, a little bit of curiosity instead of judgment.
I like that, just a tiny crack. So once you start believing even a little that you can grow, how do you cement that into actual daily progress? That's where habits come in, isn't it? We all know we should have good habits, but what are the invisible things that trip us up, especially for language learners? And how do we make habits that are, stick-proof?
You nailed it there.
Yeah.
Consistency. It really is the silent engine driving progress, especially with language. Forget these heroic all-day study sessions once a month. True mastery comes from the inevitability of tiny daily actions.
Like brushing your teeth.
Exactly like brushing your teeth. It's that 1% improvement daily. It sounds small, but it compounds like crazy. Over a year, that's 37 times better? Something like that. Not the occasional marathon.
Okay, so how do we build that?
Rule 1. Start ridiculously small. I mean, ridiculously. If 5 minutes feels like too much pressure, make it 2 minutes. Seriously.
2 minutes.
Yes. The goal initially isn't massive learning, it's building the habit itself, preventing burnout. Makes too easy not to do.
Okay, makes sense.
Second, use triggers. Link your English practice to something you already do automatically. Listen to a podcast while commuting. Review flashcards while your coffee brews.
Piggybacking on existing routine.
Exactly. Third, track your progress. Put an X on a calendar, use an app, whatever. Seeing that streak build is surprisingly motivating. It taps into our brain's reward system.
Yeah, that visual chain.
And finally, reward yourself. Celebrate the small wins. Finish a chapter. Listen for 10 minutes. Acknowledge it. It reinforces the loop.
So a sample day might look like?
Okay, maybe 10 minutes of an English news podcast while getting ready. Read one page or an English book at lunch. Write like 3 sentences in an English diary in the evening. Watch a 5-minute YouTube video in English before bed.
That sounds doable. It's broken up.
Right. Maybe 30 minutes total, spread out. But do that consistently. Hugely impactful over time.
I totally get the consistency point, but let's be real, life happens, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What about those days when even 5 minutes or 2 minutes feels impossible, or you just miss a day? How do you get back on track without feeling like a total failure?
The inevitable missed day. Okay, key here is self-compassion. Missing a day isn't failure, it's just life. It's a data point.
Okay.
The goal isn't an unbroken chain of perfection, it's resilience. So my advice is simple. Never miss twice in a row.
Never miss twice.
If you miss Monday, fine. Just make damn sure you do something on Tuesday, even if it's just 1 minute. Lower the bar if you need to. Just do something.
Got it. Reestablish the pattern quickly.
Exactly. It tells your brain, this is still important. Yesterday was just an exception.
Okay, great advice. So we've got this growth mindset starting to brew. We're building these tiny, consistent habits. How do we then create our own personal English bubble, even if we're thousands of miles from an English-speaking country?
Right.
It's more than just music, isn't it? It's really surrounding yourself until English feels almost normal.
Yeah, this is all about immersion. But immersion you can create anywhere. It's about bringing English into your environment, actively and passively.
Okay, passive first.
Passive first. Start with the lowest hanging fruit. Change your device settings. Phone, computer, social media apps. Switch them to English.
Oh, that's clever. Forces interaction.
Totally. You see menus, notifications, basic commands in English constantly. It's low effort, high frequency exposure. It just seeps in.
I like that.
Beyond that, consciously choose English media. Movies, TV shows, YouTube, podcasts, music. Start with subtitles in your language if you need to, then English subtitles, then try without.
Gradually increase the challenge.
Exactly. And find stuff you actually enjoy. That's key for making it stick.
Yeah.
Read in English news sites, blogs, social media feeds, even like product packaging.
Everything counts.
Everything. And yeah, that simple trick, sticky notes, label things around your house, chair, table, microwave. Sounds basic, but it reinforces vocabulary constantly.
Okay, and active immersion.
Active means you're participating. So join online forums or Facebook groups about your hobbies. Gardening, gaming, cooking. But find ones that are in English.
Use your interests.
Yes. Comment on YouTube videos or blog posts. Even a simple great video, or I agree, is practice. You're producing language. And, crucially, find a language partner. There are great apps for this like Tandem or HelloTalk. You connect with native speakers or other learners wanting to practice your language. It's a swap.
A mutual benefit.
Exactly. The overall goal is to just flood your senses, make English feel natural, almost like background noise that you also actively engage with.
That passive tip about the phone settings, seriously, that's brilliant. So simple, but I bet so effective over time. I never thought of it as like a deliberate technique.
It really is. It's using the tech that's already glued to us for, subconscious learning. Low effort, high impact.
Right. Okay, now for the big one, speaking.
Oh, yes. The Mount Everest for many.
It can be so intimidating, can it? That fear of mistakes, of not being understood, sounding funny. It's a massive mental block.
Huge.
But let's be honest, speaking is probably the fastest way to actually consolidate everything. It's where it all comes together.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is how quickly confidence can build with consistent, low-stakes practice. You have to see speaking as building muscle memory, not just, performing perfectly.
Muscle memory. Interesting.
Yeah. So first rule, don't wait until you feel ready. You will literally never feel 100% ready. That feeling doesn't exist.
Okay, harsh truth.
Maybe, but true. So start small, like really small. Practice speaking To yourself.
To yourself?
Yep. Describe your day out loud.
Yeah.
Narrate what you're doing as you cook dinner. Repeat sentences you hear in movies. It feels weird at first, but it gets your mouth moving.
Okay, low pressure.
Exactly. Next step, record yourself. Use your phone's voice recorder. Short messages, maybe summarizing an article you read. Then listen back.
Oof, listening back can be hard.
It can. But the goal isn't to cringe. It's to listen for one thing you could improve next time. Just one. Focus on progress, never perfection.
Okay, one thing. Manageable.
Then, find supportive environments. Online speaking clubs, conversation groups. Platforms like Meetup sometimes have local ones too. These are spaces designed for practice, where mistakes are expected.
Safe zones.
Safe zones. And use those language exchange apps we mentioned, Tandem, HelloTalk. Great for finding partners for actual conversation practice. And finally, try the shadowing technique. This is powerful for pronunciation and rhythm.
Shadowing.
You listen to a short clip of a native speaker, then immediately try to repeat it exactly, mimicking their speed, intonation, rhythm, like being their shadow.
Ah, I see.
It's more than just repeating words. It physically trains your mouth, your tongue, your ear to adopt more natural patterns. It builds that muscle memory we talked about.
Okay, those strategies sound really practical. But honestly, that fear, the fear of sounding silly or making an obvious mistake, it just paralyzes people. What's one mental trick, maybe, to disarm that fear right in the moment you need to speak?
Yeah, the in-the-moment fear. Okay, try this. Reframe the potential mistake before it even happens.
How so?
Tell yourself, consciously, my goal right now isn't perfection, it's communication. It's being understood.
Yeah.
And add this, every mistake I might make is just proof I'm trying, and it's a sign I'm about to learn something useful.
Okay, preemptively giving yourself permission to err.
Exactly. It sounds simple, but shifting that internal narrative right before you speak can lower the stakes dramatically in your own mind.
I can see that.
I had a friend, Ahmed, terrified of speaking English, avoided any situation where he might have to, stuck purely to textbooks. Then he forced himself to join an online speaking club. First session. Awkward city, as you'd expect.
Oh, I bet.
But he kept going back, week after week. And you know what? Within a few months, he was comfortable participating actively, even leading discussions sometimes and making jokes.
Wow, that's a transformation.
Huge. His key was just persistence.
Yeah.
And consciously deciding that every awkward pause, every stumble wasn't failure, it was just part of the process, a step forward.
That's inspiring.
And remember, native speakers make mistakes all the time. We misspeak, we use the wrong word, we hesitate. The goal is connection and communication, not some impossible standard of flawless delivery.
Good reminder. Okay, so we live in this amazing digital age. Thank goodness, right?
Definitely a blessing for learners.
It's incredible what's available. How can we make technology our true ally here? Not just another distraction, but like a personalized learning lab.
Yeah, connecting this to the bigger picture, technology offers this unbelievable range of personalized tools, something for pretty much every learning style, every specific challenge.
Wait, I like what? What are some effective tools?
Well, you've got the big language learning apps, Duolingo, Babbel, Memrise. They're great for structured lessons, gamified practice, especially for vocabulary and basic grammar. Good foundation builders.
Right, the gamification helps.
Definitely. Then for pronunciation, there are amazing speech recognition tools. LSA Speak is a popular one. Even Google's basic speech to text. They give you immediate objective feedback on how you sound. That's huge.
Instant feedback.
Instant feedback. For vocabulary, flashcard apps using spaced repetition like Anki or Quizlet. These are fantastic. They show you words right before you're about to forget them.
Like a memory hack.
Totally. It embeds vocabulary way more effectively than just staring at lists. For writing, AI assistants like Grammarly. They don't just fix typos, they explain why something is wrong and offer suggestions. Turns every email into a mini lesson.
Learning from your own mistakes.
Exactly. And if you want personalized lessons, online tutor platforms like Italki or Preply connect you with real teachers for one-on-one sessions. That can be a total game changer.
Tailored help.
Tailored help. And don't discount social media. Follow English teachers you like. Join Facebook learning groups. Participate in challenges like a 30-day speaking challenge. It keeps things fresh.
Lots of options. Is there a catch?
The catch is crucial. Technology is an amazing supplement, but it is not a replacement for real-world practice. You still need to talk to people, write emails for real reasons, use the language actively. Tech supports that. It doesn't replace it.
Got it. Tool, not a magic bullet.
Precisely.
Okay, so every learner hits them. Those moments where progress just seems to grind to a halt. You feel stuck in the
Reaching a
mud.
plateau. Yeah.
It's so frustrating, but you're saying it's normal.
Completely normal, and actually often necessary.
Necessary. How?
Well, this raises an important question. How do we reframe plateaus? Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, think of them as consolidation points.
Consolidation points.
Yeah, moments where your brain is actually busy integrating and solidifying everything you've learned recently. It's like your internal software running an update in the background. Things feel slow on the surface, but important work is happening underneath.
Okay, that's a helpful reframe. So how do we stay motivated and push through them, even if it's just consolidation?
Right. Strategies. First, make sure your goals are super clear and specific. Not just get better, but be able to confidently order food in English without help by next month. Or understand one full TED Talk on quantum physics without subtitles. Something concrete.
Measurable things.
Measurable things. Second, if you're feeling bored or stagnant, mix up your routine. Inject novelty. Watch a documentary instead of your usual show. Join an online English book club. Try writing a short story, even a bad one.
Shape things up.
Shake things up. Third, keep tracking your progress somehow. A journal, a portfolio of your writing. When you feel stuck, look back at where you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago. Seeing that tangible evidence of how far you've come is incredibly motivating.
Yeah, perspective.
Perspective. Fourth, celebrate every small win. Seriously, every new phrase you use correctly, every short conversation you navigate, successfully acknowledge it. It fuels you.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth, consider finding a study buddy. Having someone else on the journey provides accountability, support, and makes it more fun.
Shared struggle.
Exactly. And finally, maybe the most important,
Yep.
remember your why. Why do you start learning English in the first place? Reconnect with that deep personal reason. That's your ultimate fuel.
Right. Keep the motivation front and center.
Plateaus are just signs you're leveling up internally. Be patient, stay persistent, keep showing up, you'll break through.
Okay. So we've got the mindset work, the habits, the immersion, the tech. Now, the big question, putting it all together. How do we actually use English effectively in the real world? All this learning has to translate into actually doing things.
Right, the practical application. And what's fascinating here is that practicing specific relevant scenarios beforehand makes a massive difference to your confidence when you're actually in that situation.
Like dress rehearsals.
Exactly. Stress testing your skills in a controlled way. So let's think about some common situations. Travel. Don't just memorize random phrases. Focus on the whole conversation flow. Checking into a hotel, ordering a meal, asking for directions. Role-play these out loud.
Practice the interaction.
Practice the interaction. For work, drill down into the specific English you need for your job. Mastering professional emails, giving short presentations, participating in meetings, find templates, practice common phrases for your field.
Tailor it to your needs.
Tailor it. Socializing. Focus on introductions, basic small talk questions and answers, how to share your interests simply. It's not about being Shakespeare, it's about connection. Practice those patterns. And this is important, emergencies. Know the basic phrases to ask for help clearly, describe simple symptoms, explain a problem like a lost wallet, hope you never need it, but be prepared. The core idea is, the more you practice these specific, likely scenarios, the less daunting they feel, and the more confident and automatic your responses become when they happen for real. It bridges that gap between knowing the language and actually using it instinctively.
Turning theory into practice.
Exactly that.
Wow. We have covered a ton of ground today, seriously, from those deep mindset shifts that literally change your brain to building those consistent daily habits using all this amazing technology, and finally putting it all into practice in real life. It really underscores that learning English is a journey, isn't it?
Not a race, not a sprint.
There are going to be ups, downs, those moments of, yes, I got it, and moments of, oh, why is this so hard? But every single step, every mistake you learn from, it counts. It brings you closer.
It really does. And maybe if you're looking to truly accelerate your journey after hearing all this, consider this question.
Okay.
What single small habit, or maybe one mindset shift we talked about today, could you commit to starting right now today that could create a ripple effect?
Just one thing.
Just one thing. Maybe it's just noticing your thoughts when you feel frustrated, like we discussed, or committing to that tiny 2-minute daily practice. Or maybe it's grabbing your phone right after this and changing the language settings to English.
Taking immediate action.
Yes. Whatever resonates most, just pick one and do it, because every conscious effort, every word learned, every conversation attempted, it really is a step towards a more connected, more capable, and ultimately a much brighter future for you.